Hey, what's up everyone? Paul from Grindhouse Funhouse, and in this video, I'm featuring my entire DVD Blu-ray trailer compilations collection. That's right. This is a collection overview I've been wanting to do since I've started this channel almost 3 years ago. All the love I have for all things cult and underground cinema started because of a pre-show I saw at the Alamo Drafthouse, more specifically the South Lamar location in Austin, Texas. Here's me in front of the marquee back in 2010. My very first Drafthouse experience was the year before, March 22nd to be exact, when I was there for my first South by Southwest experience. At the time I was there for the music. I was doing a music podcast. I would go to an insane amount of live shows during those years, and going to South by Southwest was the ultimate music festival experience I had to have. And I had an amazing time. I stayed that Sunday after the festival was done the night before, and my friend there brought me to the South Lamar location where I saw I Love You Man, the buddy comedy starring Paul Rudd, Jason Segel, and Rashida Jones. I couldn't go to the premiere of the movie earlier that week, so I caught a matinee there. Now, I don't remember much about the movie, even though it's in my collection right here. But I do remember the pre-show that was shown. If you get there 30 minutes before the movie starts, they'll have a pre-show where they'll play footage relating to the movie you're about to watch. So it can be old trailers, commercials, snippets of TV episodes, music videos, PSAs, weird crazy footage of anything and everything. And for some reason, that blew my mind. I got home and looked up trailer compilations. I ended up buying my first from the 42nd Street Forever series, which I'll talk about in a few. And that was it. I was hooked, got down the rabbit hole and never went back up. I was already deep into a movie collection that started back when I was a kid in the late 80s, early 90s. But it was more common stuff, non-genre movies, even though I had some in my collection. My movie watching wasn't based specifically on watching exploitation and 80s B movies like it is today, even though I still see new movies coming out in theaters. But my love of the exploitation movie genre started there, and glad it did. Now, why would you buy trailer compilations? To educate yourself on all the movies that were released during that time. And for these specific compilations, I'm going to talk about it starts from the late 60s up to the late 80s. That's one. Two, another fun thing to do is let them play in the background at parties. It's always nice conversation starters. I've seen it happen. But really, I'd say it's the best way for any beginners that wants to get into exploitation films and all its genre and subgenres of that era, and you don't know where to start. Get yourself compilations and immerse yourself in all the sleaze, but also the cheesy and non-cheesy good fun it will provide. All right, so I'll be showing you 34 releases in all, so sit back, relax, get yourself a nice cup of tea, and let's get it rolling. All right, so let's start up with the 42nd Street Forever releases from Synapse Films. There's 8 in all, so here we go, right here. First up, Volume 1, weird, wild, and crazy theatrical trailers from around the world. This came out in 2005. There's 48 trailers in all, 2 hours worth of trailers. There you go, right here. So we got stuff like The Undertaker and His Pals. We have Italian Stallion. That's the Sylvester Stallone porno. There's 3 Dimensions of Greta, The Pink Angels, The Color One Eye, classic exploitation trailer. So there you go, Volume 1. Volume 2, The Deuce, Sex, Monsters, Madman, and Machines. Another dose of classic coming attractions. This came out in 2006. There's 51 trailers, 2 hours worth. Here we have right here, Tick, Tick, Tick. That's a Jim Brown movie. There's Black Samson, Great Blaxploitation. There's, what else? What else is there? The Evil, Elga, I Am Woman. Plenty of trailers on here. So there you go, right here. Volume 3, Exploitation, Explosion. There's 47 trailers, an hour and 40 minutes. For the first time, there's special features on this as well. And what are the special features on this? There's an audio commentary featuring finger managing editor Michael Gingold, film historian Chris Puggielli, and AV Maniacs editor Edwin Samuelson. Trailers on this one, we've got Demonoid, Devil Times 5, Enter the Ninja, The Uncanny Alligator with Robert Forster, Killer Fish, what else? What else is there? Candy Striped Nurses, Night Call Nurses, The Young Nurses, all those nurses movie from Roger Corman. So there you go. Volume 4, right here. Cooled by Refrigeration. This came out in 2009. There's 44 trailers, an hour 45 minutes. Let's see here. That's the inside. As for extras, we got audio commentary again with Michael Gingold and Chris Poggielli and AV Maniacs Edwin Samuelson. Television spots. For the trailers, we have It Came Without Warning, Your, Schizoid, Humongous on this one, and many, many, many more. So there you go. Volume 4. Volume 5 right here. This is the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema volume that came out, and this is the first trailer compilation I ever bought, and it is amazing. There's amazing stuff on this one. There's the inside right here. For special features on this one, we have the Alamo owner Tim League and programmer Lars Nilsson and Zach Carlson with an audio commentary. And there's a nice 30-minute Remember the Alamo, which is an exclusive documentary about the Alamo Drafthouse. On this one came out in 2009. So basically the year I was for the first time at the Alamo Drafthouse, this came out. There's 40 trailers, lasts an hour and 40 minutes. Trailers on this one, we have A Life of a Ninja, Lucky 7, Chatterbox, that's the one with the woman whose vagina talks, that's right. What else? Message from Space, Zebra Force, Stacy, Putney Swope, The Magic of the Kite, Tarzan, Master of the Jungle. That is the most eclectic volume from this series. It's very, very good. I would, if you want to buy any from this series, I would say get this one right here. And then I got right here the Extreme Special Edition. So basically it's an adult-only version, a XXX hardcore action, all classic X-rated movies, classic to whom I don't know. There's 2 hours of trailers, 50 in all, featuring all your favorite porn stars of that era, Harry Reams, Ron Jeremy, Ginger Lynn, and more. Oh my. And we'll see right here. So you can see what kind of trailers are on this one. And there you go. And up next, we have the Blu-rays, which came out a bit later. First up, 42nd Street Forever, the Blu-ray edition. They stopped doing the DVD series after Volume 5, but they did release in 2012 a Blu-ray edition, which basically is a best of all the previous volumes, remastered in HD. There's like 80 plus trailers on this thing, 3 hours and 45 minutes of them. Let's see from the inside right here. For special features, there's the audio commentary they've taken from the DVD and put on this one. For the trailers, there's like Black Samson again. So basically everything from like Volume 1 and 2, the 44 Specialist, Flash Gordon, Shogun Assassin, all that good stuff. So there you go, right here. And then the last from that series so far, Trailer Wars, which also came out in 2012 when the Alamo Drafthouse got into the film distribution game with the Drafthouse Films label. Such an amazing label. They released their own Blu-ray trailers compilation titled Trailer Wars in conjunction with the American Genre Film Archive, or AGFA. which I'll talk about at the end of this video. It's 46 trailers in all, close to 2 hours. I had pre-ordered it when it came out, and it came with a poster, which has been on my bedroom wall since 2012. Trailer highlights on this being right here, Stunt Rock, Inframan, Star Crash. How did Oscar winner Christopher Plummer end up here? I don't know. May he rest in peace. The Man from Hong Kong, starring George Lazenby. The one-off James Bond. We got Black Samurai, Maniac Cop 2, dubbed in French. Mr. No Legs, Thunder Cop. This is an amazing, amazing release. Special features, audio commentary with Lars Nielsen and Zach Carlson. There's an interview with legendary filmmaker and Trailer from Hell creator Joe Dante, behind the scenes at the American Genre Film Archive, and the Trailer War trailer. So there you go. Up next, I will show you the Grindhouse Trailer Classics. This trailer compilation series is from the Nucleus film label in the UK. They release 4 volumes. I will start with volume 1. Volume 1 came out in 2007. By the way, they're all Region 0 DVD, so anybody in the world can play them. Volume 1 is 45 or 55 trailers in all, 2 hours worth. The special features on this, there's a few. I'm going to show you right here. Special features, there's a featurette titled Bumped and Grind. Emily Booth explored the world of Grindhouse cinema. There's a gallery of Grindhouse poster art. And aside to this, there's a great website, wrongsideoftheart.com, that has a huge database of horror sci-fi exploitation called Trash B-movie posters. That's been my go-to for years. Only downside is they're slow in updating it. The last update was in April of 2019. But their poster database cannot be denied. So there you go. Volume 1. Here we have Grindhouse Trailer Classics 2, which came out in 2008. More explosive trailers from the vault of Grindhouse. Again, 55 trailers, an hour 53 minutes. The featurette on this is, and I'll show you this before, right here. And we have, as special features, Into the Grindhouse Nightmare USA. Author Stephen Thrower takes us to the Grindhouse, and that's pretty much it. So there you go. I love those covers. They're very grimy, grindhousey. So there we go. Then we have Volume 3 right here, which came out in 2001. Biting, gnawing terror claws at your brain. You'll love the taste of Grindhouse. Staying on course with 55 more trailers, an hour 40 minutes. We get an introduction from Kim Newman as one of the extras. Pretty much the go-to figure in the UK to talk about anything horror and Grindhouse. We even get a 15 minutes guide from him. We get another movie poster gallery to click through. So there you go, right here. Number 3. And then we have volume number 4 right here. And that's the last one from this series so far. Came out 2014, 55 trailers, an hour 51 minutes. The special features is a poster gallery. So I could show you right here. The upside to all these old DVD releases is that you can get them for fairly cheap prices today. I bought these when they came out, and they've pretty much been obliterated thanks to all the massive Blu-ray releases that came after. So there you go, right here. Which brings me to my favorite of these releases, and they come from Umbrella Entertainment in Australia. It's the Drive-In Delirium series. There's been 8 releases so far, because it's one of the last line of trailer compilation series that still releases things. It started out as DVD releases, and they wisely switched over to Blu-rays. But I'll show you the DVDs first. So there we go. So this is volume 1. It is a 4-disc set. It is 12 hours of trailers split into 13 chapters over 4 DVDs of all genres you can think of, which amounts to about 350 trailers. Since it's from Australia, it's in the PAL format, so you need a region-free DVD player. But really, in 2021, if you're a cinema nut, there's no reason not to own one at this point. You're missing out on so much. So come on now, look into it, get yourself one. There you go. That is my message for this video. Here's the back right here. And what they do here is that they list their trailers like this in the back. So they split it up in like Chicks in Chains, New World Nuggets, Psychic Terror, Undead and Loving It, Bad Mothers, Ninja Fu, all kind of crazy stuff. It is an awesome, awesome release. Then we have volume 2, titled The Offspring. They did the same thing with volume 2, which they titled The Offspring, like I said, 11 chapters. That adds up to about 300 trailers. Right here, there's like Werewolves on Wheels, Inseminoid, Galaxy of Terror. Here's the back right here. And like here for the section, we have Giallo a Go-Go. We Are Going to Eat You, Don't, all those don't movies. Don't look in the basement, don't open the window, don't open the door, don't answer the phone, don't go back in the house, don't go near the park, Sexy for Satan, and a Fistful of Euros. So there you go. Volume 2. And then the last of the DVDs, we have Retro Rampage for volume 3. Again, 13 chapters, 300 trailers. Mixed with those trailers are a bunch of drive-in snipes, which are the ads you see before or during intermissions at drive-in. You know, like gross-looking food people ate in the 70s. In this one, you can see there was like Slidis. There's the Dunwich Horror, Twins of Evil. Here's the back right here. The design of this are amazing. And whoever programmed the whole thing really have good taste, like good pacing, good match from one trailer to the next. This one, there's like Where Have All the People Gone? There's a Saturday Matinee Madness, Blood in Black and White, Old School Authors, Poe and Co, Corman Achia. Ooh, the pun. So there you go, volume 3 DVDs. And then that's when they switched over to Blu-rays. We waited 5 long years before they did a new release. So basically in 2017, trailers that were found on the DVDs were ported over onto the Blu-rays, plus 50 new trailers. So that's for the first one right here, the first release for the 60s and 70s Savagery. And so basically they ported over trailers. There's 50 new trailers, so 156 trailers in all, 6 hours of pure insanity. You also get to peruse a poster gallery as one of the extras right here. And those Blu-ray releases this time around are region free, so they can play in your region A Blu-ray players, no problem. And this was split up in 2 parts, the 60s and 70s, with a pre-show, intermission, and a post-show. You can see all the titles here, and there's another cover right here, an alternative cover. So there you go for 60s and 70s Savagery. My God, that's a hard word to say. Then they released Maximum 80s Overdrive, which came out at the same time. It's 4 hours, 166 trailers, plus 40 new trailers on this edition. It's split in 2, the Crackdown and Slash and Stalk and Slash. So there you go. Let's see, Class of 84 right here. Let's see the back right here. There we go. So this, it's a beautiful, beautiful cover. Look at this thing, my God. And then they released the new batch, which came out in 2018, right here, with Mr. Charles Bronson from Death Wish 3 on the cover. And this was released in 2018, 175 trailers, 6 hours of it. And then an added bonus of 95 minutes of SD trailer compiled, titled VHS Delirium, SD being standard definition, which came right before HD, of course. So there we go, from the inside right here, and the back of this. Then in 2019, which is the last time they did some of those releases, we have Drive-In Delirium with a Vengeance. And it's 157 action and sci-fi thrillers, probably my favorite compilation of them all they've released so far. Again, split in two parts. Part one is Cruise Control, and part two, The Year We Made Contact. It has a runtime of 6 hours. There's another bonus, SD trailer compilations, 90 minutes, which they've titled Son of VHS Delirium. So there you go, right here. Here's the back. And they also released Dead by Dawn right here. This is 167 trailers, a mix of horror and tits and ass. Part one being the final chapter, and part two, A New Beginning, has a runtime of 6 hours with the added bonus of 96 minutes of SD trailers. They've titled Bride of VHS Delirium. And that is it for now for Drive-In Delirium as of February 2021, right here. And there's no new volume being worked on, but I'm sure we'll get a new one eventually. They've always come through Umbrella Entertainment with their trailer compilations. Up next, Severin Films got into the trailer compilation game as well with their 2016 release of Kung Fu Trailers of Fury right here. It is 2 hours of brutal boxers, Shaolin poles, fat dragons, iron claws, and one-arm masters. It's 31 trailers in all. So there we go, here, right here. And for special features, we have a brief history of Kung Fu cinema featurette with expert Rick Myers and Frank Jen. There's an audio commentary with writer Rick Myers, Michael Worth, and other people. The Way of the Cube featurette, which is the discovery of the original 35mm trailer under the stage of Maverick UK Cinema. Movies, trailers we have on this is The Way of the Dragon, Death Blow, Two Champions of Shaolin, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, The Story of Drunken Master, Enter the Fat Dragon. So there we go for volume 1. And then they did the return of Kung Fu Trailers of Fury, which came out a year later. It's 2 more hours and of trailers. As for special features, what do we have as special features? An audio commentary with writer Rick Myers. And what else? And that's it, just the audio commentary. So yeah, these 2 trailer compilations are a great primer if you want to get into Kung Fu movies. I feel like I've watched so many just watching these 2 compilations right here. There's the Trailer Trauma series that started back in 2015 from Garagehouse Pictures. They have 5 volumes in all. I got volume 3 right here, Trailer Trauma 3 80s Horrorthon, which is 2 discs full of 80s horror movies in chronological order. Disc 1 is for 1980 and 1981 alone, because there were so many releases both of those years. And then disc number 2, which is 1982 to 89. It's 250 trailers in all, which amounts to 7.5 hours. This was limited to about 1,500 copies, so you get to spend stupid money on eBay if you want yourself a copy. I'm going to show you here the disc right here, and they list all the trailers in the back like that, right there. Here's the back here. For special features, we got audio commentary with Chris Poggiali and Ted Geoghegan. I never know how to pronounce his name. And Michael Gingold, of course, because you can't have a release like this and not have Michael Gingold on your audio commentary. And then Jesse Nelson being the guy behind Diabolique DVD. This is the only Trailer Trauma I own, because I figured that I pretty much have all the trailers they have on their editions, like on the Drive-In Delirium I own, so it would have been like double dipping. So, but if I do find the other releases on the cheap, I will grab them for sure. Up next, these are just random trailer compilations I got over the years. So first up is Badass Motherfuckers. This one, which came out in 2013 from Grindhouse Flicks. It's 90 minutes of just blaxploitation trailers, hosted by Fred the Hammer Williamson. He's also interviewed for it. It's a full moon feature release directed by Charles Band, the man behind Full Moon and Empire Pictures. If you just want a compilation of just blaxploitation trailers, it's definitely one to get right here. Then I got this Cheezy trailer Extravaganza. It's a monstrous 7 DVD box set, 500 trailers, 7.5 hours. Not the best quality, mind you, picture-wise, but there's a lot on here you won't find on other compilations. So it's very much worth checking out. And it is from Cheezy Flicks. I got this at my 3rd South by Southwest Festival in Austin back in 2010. Bought it at Waterloo Records. So yeah, there you go. And these, I believe, are DVD-Rs. So there you go, not pressed. And here's the back right here. There you go. Then we have Fantastic Movie Trailers Drive-In Frenzy Volume 7. It's from a production company right here in Montreal, the Montreal Film Studio. We have the Fantastic Movie Trailer series, which they are up to 13 as of 2013. Like this is Volume 7, like I said. It's about 1 hour and 40 minutes right here. So there you go. So basically, you get trailers like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Psych Out, Dead Sports, Slaughter's Big Ripoff, Warriors of the Atlantic. Not the best quality. Some of the trailers are very pixelated or feel like they were copied from other compilations. There's much better ones out there, but I still got this one because I was curious, because it is from my hometown. So there you go. Then we have the Ozploitation trailer Explosion. Basically, if you want to learn about the Ozploitation genre, there's a great documentary titled Not Quite Hollywood from Mark Hartley that came out in 2008. But you can also get this compilation. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes and 65 trailers in all. It's a release from Intervision. And I love the white case, like here, DVD white case. And here's the back. Trailers we got on this is movies for Patrick, Road Games, Mad Dog Morgan, Stunt Rock, Turkey Shoot, The Man from Hong Kong. So pretty much everything the Trenchard Smith movies, you got them all on this one. That's for goddamn sure. So there you go. Ozploitation trailer compilation. And then as a single release, I got one from Vinegar Syndrome, which came with their spring 2017 catalog of films. This came out like as a DVD, and this was all the trailers of all their releases up to that point. So it's split between 3 discs. Disc 1 is horror, action, and exploitation. Disc 2 and 3 is classic erotica. It's 8.5 hours. You can see all the releases from the inside covers right here. Look at this, it's gorgeous right here. And here's the back here. I hope they do another release like this soon, because they have 4 more years worth of new releases to cover. So it would be a great idea to do this again. So there you go. All right, last spot where you can find trailers that are not solely part of trailer compilations are documentaries, more specifically part of their special features, and I have a few. So first up is for the Ray Harryhausen Special Effects Titan documentary. They released that in 2012 by Umbrella Entertainment. And on there you'll find a trailer reel of his entire filmography. And there you go, right here. Again, from Umbrella Entertainment, it's the double documentary release of Electric Boogaloo, The Wild and Untold Story of Canon Films, directed by Mark Hartley, who did Not Quite Hollywood, which I've mentioned earlier and I'll mention next, and Machete, Maiden Unleashed. It's pretty much the king of exploitation B-movie documentaries. And if you haven't seen Electric Boogaloo, it is one of my highest recommendation I could give. So well made, all the cool interviews he managed to get, the story told during those crazy days at the Canon Films offices with Menahem Golan and Yoram Globus running the show. Just wild stuff. Really get on it. And if you buy this version, you'll get a pretty complete trailer reel of all the Canon films and also Machete, Maiden Unleash. Let me show you right here. You'll also get a trailer reel of all like the Filipino movies that were shot there in the Philippines in the 70s and early 80s. It is an amazing release. Very much worth getting. Not Quite Hollywood, the DVD. I've mentioned it so much, might as well show it. This is a 2-disc collector's edition set. If you get this before the Ozploitation trailer explosion, you'll get a trailer collection on here as well. So there you go, right here. And then finally, I have for this collection overview a 2010 documentary from Nucleus Film, but also released in North America by Severin Film on the Video Nasty days, right here. In the UK, titled Video Nasties, the definitive guide. How it's set up is that every video nasty is talked about and it's followed by its original trailer. It's all 72 titles on the list. It's a 3-disc collector's edition box set, which also comes with a documentary Video Nasties, Moral, Panic, Censorship, and Videotape. On disc 1 is the documentary, and then disc 2 is the 39 movies that were successfully prosecuted in UK courts and deemed liable to deprave and corrupt. Movies like Absurd, Cannibal Holocaust, The Driller Killer, I Spit on Your Grave, Nightmares and a Damaged Brain, Snuff and Zombie Flesh Eaters, so many of them. I'm going to show you here the 3-disc set right here and the back here. Disc 3 is 33 movies that were initially banned, but then subsequently acquitted and removed from the DPP's list. Movies like Death Trap, Deep River Savages, The Evil Dead, Human Experiments, The Toolbox Murder or Toolbox Murders. And Disc 2 and 3 can be viewed either as a non-stop trailer show or with a newly filmed introduction from a wide range of acclaimed media academics and notably journalists. Each disc is preceded by a brief introduction by cult horror presenter Himley Booth. So there you go. I read it all because I wouldn't even remember this. So there you go. And then they released a part 2, which came out in 2014. It's another 3-disc set. On disc 1 is a follow-up documentary, which is Video Nasty's Draconian Days, which talks about the consequences that brought about the banning of those video nasties. And then on disc 2 and 3 is the section 3 lists. So basically all the 82 titles that were banned under the designated under section 3, which is the Obscene Publication Act by Director of Public Prosecutions. So basically movies like Bloodlust, Dead Kids, Deep Red, Death Weekend, and Love Butcher, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So here's the look right here, and you even get like postcards, like a Firestarter right here, The Art of Nasty, right here, the Chainsaw Massacre, like this. Zoom in, come on, and yeah, there it is, right here, and here's the back. So there you go. And that is it for documentaries. And I would add one last thing, and that's a plea to all the Blu-ray boutiques label releasing these sweet compilation. It's time to switch over to the 90s. Every trailer from the 70s up to the late 80s have been released on all these many compilation, but there's actual zilch, nada, zero when it comes to 90s trailers compilation. I think it would be such a fertile field of trailers, a treasure trove of B-movies to put out, just the sheer number of direct-to-video releases, which is a blind spot to me that came out early 90s upward. of all those actors that were big in the 70s and 80s, relegated to direct to VHS DVD movie releases. I'm like salivating at the thought of watching those compilations and get myself an education. So that is it for my plea. Release 90s trailers compilation, pretty please. And that is it for my Grindhouse Horror Exploitation Trailers Compilation DVD Blu-ray Collection Overview. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, Reddit, and on Facebook. In the comment section below, let me know what is your favorite trailer compilation release. Is there one I haven't talked about that I should check out? Also, let me know how you got into exploitation cinema. Was it when you were kids, or maybe like me, a bit later on in life, you caught on to all this cinematic goodness? Do let me know. More videos coming soon, next one being a review of the ACFA Horror Trailer Show, a brand new trailer compilation done by the American Genre Film Archive and released by Vinegar Syndrome. That's right, see how I timed this well. So thank you for watching, much appreciated, and I'll say to you, ciao bye for now.